I'm back from a lovely trip to Alicante, where they were literally burning effigies of Michael Gove. I mean, UK politics are a laughingstock in Spain, so it was nice to return to Britain on Friday night and discover that UK politics are also a laughingstock in the fucking UK. So, what's in the news this week? As the Tory leadership battle rages on, Theresa May warns that a no-deal Brexit would be even worse than the deal she offered. Moody's, in this year's analysis of Britain's creditworthiness, said that a no-deal Brexit would lead to another recession. Basically, everything in the news starts with the fucking B word, or the fucking F word, but not the fucking F word I like. No, it's the one that rhymes with fucking garage, because Nigel Farage, or if you like, Farage, is ahead of Jeremy Corbyn on key leadership ratings. And the Brexit MEPs turned their backs against the European Parliament during a rendition of the EU anthem, a classic hymn called Sorry We Annexed Your Country. By the way, that's not to imply that Nigel Farage wouldn't want to annex your country. He'd just rather do it without the rest of Europe's help. In fact, you know what? Sam, put me through to Nigel. I'm sick of seeing his fucking face in the news.
Malcolm.
Nigel, what the fuck's going on? Have you stopped taking your pills again? Or were you all so twatted you thought you were actually facing the right way? Or were you covering your faces in case Merkel brought milkshakes?
I don't have time for this, Malcolm. I'm a busy man. I've got a campaign to manage.
Yes, I was going to tell you to turn the volume down on your campaign. The fucking neighbours are trying to sleep.
If the volume's being cranked up by anyone, it's Project Fear and their political propaganda campaign. I'm just restoring political balance, and rather than representing this illegitimate organisation called the European Union, I am representing the will of the people.
No-deal Brexit is not the will of the people.
But that's simply not true, Malcolm, and you well know it. The majority of British people voted to leave, and that's what we're going to do.
No, they didn't.
I think you'll find they did.
And I think you will find a wet patch next time you wake up from one of those dreams where Britain's a sovereign nation and you've got a fucking bridge named after you, but it doesn't make your delusions true. 52% of people did not vote for Brexit. 52% of voters voted for Brexit. 48% of voters voted to remain. But an unspoken 28% of people, that's 28% of the entirety of Great Britain, didn't even vote in the first place. And you know what? That was the highest turnout in years, and will remain the highest voter turnout for years, because here's another fucking stat for you. 99% of the time, 50% of the people don't give a single floating shit about politics. You're so worried about this becoming an alien nation. You're missing the fucking alienation. See, that was quite a good pun there. So, when you talk about the will of the people here, you might have the authority of a referendum result, but don't you dare think for a single scratching second that the people you claim to represent trust us, the political class, enough to have anything resembling even the fucking mirage of a will. Do you even know what fucking normal people are interested in? They're no more interested in some racist independent group than they are in a young and equally fucking fleeting indie boy band. They're so bored of us, of you, that they are literally more interested in the future of a fictional politician played by Keely fucking Horse, who's fucking dead. Do you know what people did when Theresa May announced her resignation? They complained about missing homes under the hammer. Homes under the fucking hammer. Have you even seen that show?
You don't sound like you have very much faith in the people, Malcolm.
How dare you? How dare you accuse me of having no faith in the people? I didn't say for a fucking moment that I blame them. Any normal person in their right mind would be disillusioned by politics, because we have made politics inaccessible. We have deprived them of a political education. We have told them that the most worthwhile thing they'll ever do as political citizens is tick a box to select the least bad cunt every few years. And yeah, one day they went to their local primary school or social club or fucking church hall to tick another box, and they decided to leave the EU. But they didn't know what that meant. All they had to go on was you lot jizzing on the side of buses. And they were okay with that because they know that nothing they ever do makes the blindest difference. But then, then the shit really hit the fan. And it's still fucking spraying them in the face. And they don't know what's hit them, but they know it fucking stinks of last night's dinner. And they don't like it. And that's where the Remain campaign comes from. The whole of Middle England knows something bad has happened, and it's got something to do with this thing called the European Union. And they don't know whether it's an eldritch abomination or a fucking WhatsApp group chat. But they know the bad things started happening when we pissed it off. And at last they found something to be angry about. And it feels fucking good. And who can blame them for it?
So you're saying that we should endorse them for that reason? That the will of the people should be ignored because...
I'm not fucking saying we should do anything. I don't know what we should do. Listen, Nigel, I'm fucking old school. I had a pee in my panties and I ate fucking jam roly-poly and pink custard. I've been here since the start, and I know we thrive on democracy, so I'm not saying we should necessarily remain. Maybe leaving will do us good. I mean, sure, a few diabetics will die, and a yogurt will cost the same as a fucking mortgage, but yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we should go. In, out, I don't give a shit. My point is that anyone on either side who thinks there's such a thing as an organised people with an organised fucking will needs to take a very close look at the state of this country. Because that will was stamped out long before Brexit. It was stamped out by years of broken promises and betrayals and men like you. Yes, you, boarding school bully boys who think holding a pint of bud and being mean to brown people makes you fucking relatable. You and the hundreds before you and the hundreds to come are precisely the reason the people of this country have no fucking will. Now piss off and let me go and stockpile potatoes.